Right there! You see it? Break it down! Break it down!
Alice is psychologically unwell, ladies and gents. She's shaking.
I don't care. I don't care who you are or what foundation you run. Slapping a woman on live television.
There are standards. Our country, no one in our country has manners or etiquette.
Don't hate on me in the comments section, all right? Both are wrong the way I see it. Sarah and Alice both, all right? Hurt people, hurt people.
Do I apologize for how the message was conveyed? Yes, I sincerely do. However, the truth of the matter is that the interview was never about the preservation of the Ebner collection, as me and my team at the foundation were told by ABC. What became increasingly clear to me was that the airtime had been overwhelmingly reserved to advertise Miss Keenley's new art gallery and not for the foundation's fundraising efforts. Frankly, I found the comments and attitudes of Sarah and ABC to be quite disrespectful towards the memory of Jacob Ebner, the man they claimed to be celebrating.
Everything you need to know about controversial painter Jacob Ebner.
Jacob Ebner was a radical Marxist!
Jacob Ebner?
A transphobe! Alice Thompson of all people can't see that!
Jacob Ebner had 11 fingers.
Jacob Ebner was in debt. Millions of dollars of debt. So you are suggesting that we should, cover for him? I don't see
I'm
how
suggesting that the preservation and stability of his art is important and that the public should defend.
I went to France once, and I signed my name at the bottom of the Mona Lisa.
This little German boy saved a poor kitten. Watch to see what happens next.
Alice Thompson is a woman. Please use the correct pronouns for him.
Hello Kitty says ACAB! Elmo says trans rights!
I have never been more scared for my life than when I was in that room. No! I've never felt more disrespected and by someone I consider.
Oh, honey, that just goes to show. You can't say anything anymore.
You see, this is what happens when a female painter goes against the male establishment. There is a war on the biological female!
Alice and Sarah both studied under Ebner's tutelage, both to varying levels of success and acclaim.
Vitamins! Who wants multivitamins?
So, Sarah's all like, oh, let's go see the new collection, the new Ebner, whatever. And Alice is all like,
So, you're not interested in Jacob Ebner, the man himself?
I'm interested in the idea of Jacob, what he means for our art form. That's actually what my specific collection of paintings represents. I hope the viewers at home can come and make a visit.
And I hear that people are already saying that your work, this collection, is moving beyond what Jacob Ebner was able to accomplish. What are your thoughts on that?
Jacob Ebner really was at the epicenter of the art scene during the AIDS crisis. He was one of the original founding members of Grand Fury and collaborated with several other seminal artistic painters, such as David Washington Rollix and Darrell Ellis and many, many others. He really had this incredible experimentational and improvisational approach to his early career, which went on to greatly influence...
I was devastated when I heard the news. I think I had met the man when I was just a kid. I think we're about the same age as I am now. I spent most of my life studying with him. And when I took over the foundation, it was the highlight of my career, honestly. To have a place in that world after I left painting or left my painting profession, I guess what I'm trying to say, he significantly shaped my life.
And do you have any idea why he may have taken his own life?
No, I do not feel very confident or comfortable with any rumors or speculations about the suicide.
I'd say he was very reclusive. And agoraphobic. I think this may have led to some paranoid behaviors that I experienced.
I wouldn't say he was paranoid.
Paranoid behaviors, I didn't say paranoid.
And he struggled with mental illness throughout his life and was quite open about it?
Now, we'll consider the context. When you've seen the people around you die at such a young age,
This bitch said that Edna girl was crazy.
I guess everyone's on art talk now that the Ebner interview blew up. So here are my top 5 plays for how to become...
House of Fire is a poignant and controversial work of satirical work. It uses cigarette hash, suit fabric, and yes, human semen to depict its subject. It has never hung in a museum before, but now it is valued at $2 million.
$3 million!
Potentially even $4 million.
My thoughts on House of Fire. Definitely the most controversial of his pieces. I can't say that I particularly enjoy it. I think Prufrock Terminus or Dalits in Votzalib are generally the more He started honing in on his eye for detail in the early 2000s, which I believe were some of his best years as a painter. As an activist, I'm not sure, but I'm not an activist, and truthfully, neither was he.
House of Fire is a interesting painting material. It proudly declares, like the Joel song, "We didn't start the fire."
A picture or a film of a painting is not the painting itself, yet that is what most of the world sees. We can take solace in the idea that these paintings, his complete oeuvre bearing Prufrock Terminus, are allowed to exist in his public museums. But now these same private museums and brokers who had previously discredited and disparaged his work want to store it in their private collections? Just as their prices have soared and his debt has doubled?
Has anyone found the full interview yet? I mean, I've been finding clips, but it's hard to keep track, and I know it's behind a paywall, but I was wondering if anyone has uploaded it to YouTube yet?
I didn't even know who Jacob Ebner was. And then somebody posted a video of him when he was a teenager, and he was so fine.
Maybe someone can make a playlist? Like, again, it's so hard to keep up.
I don't blame Alice for doing what had to be done. They should never have given a straight, white, cis female the platform to talk on the legacy of...
I mean, ABC really dropped the ball on this one. I mean, seriously dropped the ball. Alice could have raised millions and avoided auctioning off House of Fire altogether.
I think what's really important here, aside from Alice's inappropriate behavior, are these paintings. I mean, I would hate to see them become the new Keith Haring's, which have already been appropriated on coffee mugs across the whole country. The Ebner Foundation needs our help now, keeping these works accessible to the public.
I just found the beginning.
And now, in arts and entertainment, I'm joined by 2 very special guests to discuss the late, great Jacob Ebner. Joining me tonight, prolific painter Sarah Keeley and head of the Ebner Foundation. Alice!
Thank you!
It's an
So, for those who don't already know about Jacob, tell us a little bit about his life.
Jacob Ebner is by and large one of the most prolific painters of the modern era, widely forgotten, ignored really by the commercial world up until the last few years, to be honest. His work spans a variety of themes, but more specifically, he tackles the intersectionality within the queer community during and after the AIDS crisis.
Fascinating. And, correct me if I'm saying something off-color here, but I seem to remember a time when queer was considered a slur!
I don't see how that...
Well, it just goes to show how much times have changed. Sarah, what kind of legacy does Ebner leave behind for you?
The problem with Sarah Keeley is...
So here's what we're not gonna do.
I never said...
Villainize, that's all!
Oh, Jacob Ebner was not this unproblematic king
I
you
don't
seem to
understand
think.
why these people seem to think that...
These people, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Context, media literacy, holy shit!
I love how you just assume.
You know what? I've been pretty civil with you up until now!
Oh, I'd like to see you talk. I'd like to see you talk, you little bitch. You.
Hold on! You've been
I've actually been prepared to announce an offer. I wasn't going to make it tonight, but clearly the circumstances have changed, Alice. I will purchase the Ebner collection so that you can pay off his debt and keep the foundation afloat. You don't get to hold a dead man hostage just because you couldn't make it as a painter.
T-shirts! Come get your t-shirts! Jacob Edner t-shirts! House of Fire t-shirts! Underground, Indie,